Just 8 days, 8 days away, and the NFL season, long awaited, is here. Yeah, we finally made it. We got a bunch of college football, games this weekend. Which I don't know how many fantasy players watch college football, but there's some big ones for sure. We get to see Arch Manning, who for dynasty players they're already like salivating, waiting for him to come out. Is he come out in 26? Does he come out in 27? We got Killer Gorilla here who's itching to, he's dying to know where he drafts, and you will know where you draft by Friday. So I can guarantee that. That's all I can guarantee. Just got to make sure, we get everyone paid up for it. That's for our redraft listener league, which is drafting in seven days. It's drafting in exactly a week. This time next week, we will be live streaming that one. So that will be fun. If you want to join a mock, we're probably going to do a mock. I don't know. I know a lot of people, you'll be racing on Friday. Hey, you can still check your phone and see where you're at. So hopefully you don't get 6 though. He doesn't like the 6th spot, which I actually kind of like the 6th spot. How do you feel about the 6th spot, Brian?
I jumped into the 6th spot in the mock already, so
yeah,
I'm gonna give it a shot. I feel like I might have already done it.
Yeah, I kind of like it because like you can kind of like get a feel for how the board's going a little bit. It's like, all right, do I need to take a quarterback? If there's a run on quarterbacks, you're like, okay, I can get mine, or tight at whatever position and stuff. Like you can kind of play the board a little bit more. And actually, I think like top 6, considering I have a tier 1 of 6 players right now. So, I kind of like that 6th spot. But if you want to join and mock with us, we'd love to get one more in here. Probably not going to get it full or anything, but we can at least get a general idea of how things are going here. I have to figure out our setup here a little bit.
Garlic bread, good to have you back. Perfect timing.
Yeah.
I'm curious what he's going to school for.
Yeah, what are you going to school for? He's starting a new job and graduate in December, so he's been busy. Maybe like a master's or something he's in. Down with funds here for the vibes. Can't draft, but here for the vibes. It's just the 6th spot. You don't get any advantage with the 3rd round flip. Yeah, we are doing a 3rd round reversal in our and I guess we'll make this a super flex league. Since I think we're not going to get a lot of I don't know. Should we make it super flex or should we just do standard?
Regular? What, tonight?
What do you think? Yeah, this mock draft. Maybe we'll do like a standard one.
Yeah, maybe just keep it standard. Maybe we can do a special
PPR.
We could do a super flex one this weekend or something while I'm at our sister's house, probably drunk.
Yeah, I think we can do that, and we'll do one specific to the super flex league, maybe like Sunday evening or something. Got a job, digital forensics for a local PD cybercrimes lab. Damn, you have a pretty cool job there.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool. So yeah, he's doing his cybersecurity masters, which is awesome.
Digital forensics. So you're like trying to find stuff on video and stuff? I don't even know what that means exactly.
Yeah, you can kind of explain to us, Garlic Bread, if you want, but we're getting a little filled up here. This is good to see. We still got some spots open. We'll leave it open for, let's say, 5 to 8 minutes, and we'll kind of see how it goes. Killer Gorilla, we could do 14 if we have enough people that join. I don't want to do 14 and then add 2 more teams. We haven't been filling up these 12 teams yet, so we'll give it a little bit more time and kind of see where we're at here. But yeah, what do you?
Something I was kind of thinking about regarding just drafting right now and everything is, a lot of news has happened in this last week or two And obviously more people are drafting now than they have been over the last month, right?
Mhm.
So I don't know. Pay attention to the ADPs. Some things won't have adjusted, possibly. Like where's Rashee Rice going? With that news and everything like that, which we should address.
Yeah, I was actually going to say, like, is it better that he's just taking the first 6 games and then it's only going to be 6 games? Or would you rather he played the first month and then got suspended for a kind of a who knows how long? It sounded like it could have been longer if he didn't take the 6 games type of thing. What's better there, and where are we taking him at this point?
I'm definitely pushing him down. Like I think it's better in the sense like it's good to know what you're getting into, right? Instead of the unknown. I mean, sometimes that works out and sometimes it doesn't, right? Like, I mean, we had Rashee Rice concerns last year, going into last year, because what he's getting suspended for happened in the offseason last year. So it was kind of like he fell down boards a little bit just because people were kind of like, I don't know, like what to believe here or like what's going to happen, So knowing is always better than not knowing. And you can plan accordingly. But I mean, 6, that's not unheard of, obviously.
Yeah, it's a long time though, man. That's almost half the fantasy regular season, 40% of the fantasy regular season. And then I always play the game of like, okay, are you going to feel comfortable starting him first week back? Like, are they going to limit him a little bit for not playing? I forget if he can practice or not. I have to look into all of that. If he can practice, you're probably okay. But if he's like not even allowed to be around the team and stuff like that, like, so it's like, okay, you got to add, the 6 game suspension becomes a 7 game, right? And like, when are you going to feel comfortable starting? I don't know. I always think about that stuff too. That's more with injuries, to be honest. But yeah, if anyone, real quick, before we talk more about that, if anyone else wants to join this mock draft, we're going to start it up in just 5 minutes. So hop on in if you can. We got some spots open. Would love to get at least a couple more people in. So yeah, anything else you wanted to say about Rushy? I mean, where are you taking him now? Like, I'm sorry if you mentioned that or not, but are you taking him? Man, I mean, his ADP. Let me pull up his ADP.
Right here in the setup we have right now, he's at 49. So first pick of round 5.
Let's go PPR. In Fantasy Sharks, they have him at the 5-6 turn. He's actually moved up 5 spots. That's kind of weird. Maybe we just got the news today, right? So, or was it yesterday? Can't remember.
I think it was this morning.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think his depressed value was kind of already considering the suspension, and now that we know it is 6 games, plus a bye week I was just looking at it, week 10, I think.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, man, yeah, that's a lot of time to miss. Like, you better have a really strong team before you can really think about taking him. Like, I mean, I imagine he's getting drafted as your wide receiver 3, 4, even possibly. Like, if that's his, if he's getting pushed down that far,
yeah.
Like at the 5-6 turn. So, Fantasy Pros has him at 69 overall. So, yeah, that's right around there, right around that 5-6 turn.
Yeah, closer to the mid 6th. I don't know, man. I think like people were much more open to him like playing the first month and then getting suspended because it's like, well, get me off to a fast start. Now you have to if you have to potentially draft him in the 6th round, and then like you don't have him for 6 weeks, and it's like you can't put him on an IR spot. I don't know. I think I want him a couple rounds later. I think I'm waiting until like the 8th. I'm waiting until he's like I'm drafting him on my bench for the most part, unless I play in a deeper league. So, yeah. Down the fund's kind of high on Jordan Watkins, who's San Francisco 49ers receiver, he was a rookie 4th round pick, I believe. And he's, I mean, San Francisco has an interesting situation where it's like, who are they going to throw the ball to outside? Like, who are their wide receivers right now? They have Kittle and McCaffrey. It's Ricky Pearsall. MVS is on the 49ers. I just found that out right now. He was supposed to be on the Seahawks. I don't know when that happened. Was that a trade? Was that a cut? So I don't know. Marvin's here. Yeah, guys, we're going to start this mock draft up in just a couple minutes. If anyone wants to hop on in. Start this up in just a couple of minutes. Link is right there for you. I like Jordan Watkins. They have Sky Moore there and stuff like. Demarcus Robinson suspended. Demarcus Robinson suspended. Ayuk's out. Jacob Cowings on the IR. Juwan Jennings, we don't think is going to start the season. I don't know what's going on there. So it's like it's Pearsall, MVS, Sky Moore, Watkins. Like Watkins might need to step in and play.
Yeah, the Juwan Jennings thing. It's hard to know, right? Like, is he actually hurt or is it a contract thing? It's probably a contract thing. Like when you preempt the preseason and training camps with give me more money, and then you're like, oh, I'm hurt now.
Yeah.
Most likely it's contract. It's definitely contract related to say the least, but I can't sit here and say that I know he's not hurt. But
yeah. I'm going to start this up just so we don't keep people waiting and we can keep talking here. I'm going to try and draft at least in the beginning for some of these. It's just a standard 12-team PPR. We do a lot of deep starting rosters, but don't worry too much about that. Just kind of draft how your league is. So let me turn off that sound there. And 101, I'm going to go Mr. Ja'Marr Chase.
Maybe take off Garlic Bread's comment. That is dark, man. Not like it's just screen. No, that's
sorry.
That's a tough situation, man. I don't know if I could do that, but that's God's work right there.
It's half the reason why he plays fantasy football, to kind of forget about that stuff,
Yeah, for sure.
Pearsall all in on him. Yeah, Sky Moore is a nobody. Yeah, I agree.
Hey, he has a mother that listens to this show.
Yeah. Oh, maybe there's a case for. Well, I'll wait till he goes. But is Kyle Williams relevant in redraft? 2 wide receiver, 2 running back, 2 flex starting. Probably in that format, no. I mean, that's 6-7 with the tight end, I assume, unless there's no tight end. Quarterback 8. So you're starting 8, right?
Yeah. I mean, you can take a shot on them with your very last pick, and wait and see. But, rookies, they don't really start doing a whole lot till midway through the season if they're going to. And it's not like, I would say probably not.
Yeah. Yeah. We got Pete here. Pete is in Australia, and that Australian internet is notoriously terrible. So he's usually behind. So we'll have to see what happens here. I would say probably not. I love Kyle Williams. I think he's really damn good. I think they might take it slow with him, or, start off with, I don't know. They'll start off with the Mac Hollins and Demario Douglas and Stephon Diggs kind of play. Mac Hollins is going to be playing a lot just because he does things that teams need an X wide receiver to do. Can play on the outside, make contested catches. He can block, stuff like that. So that's why, even for Buffalo last year, he was kind of playing a decent amount. But the guy I was going to mention was, maybe we should be taking McCaffrey higher if they have no one to throw to. How many catches is McCaffrey going to get that first month? He might get 5-6 catches a game that first month. So just a thought there.
Yeah. I think I'd feel a little. I guess it doesn't really change it a whole lot for me. But with McCaffrey, I hope they don't just put the whole load on him again. They always say they're not going to. But how do you keep a guy like that off the field? is the counter argument to that, which I totally understand. But it's like, man, don't run him into the ground early, just trying to like squeeze out some wins.
Yeah.
What is their schedule like?
They have a nice schedule. Any worry about Puka now? I mean, one of their beat writers from The Athletic, Jordan Rodriguez, said like this back issue. It's going to be the back issue is going to be bothering Stafford all year, and it could just be like a situation where he messes up his back and he's out, or he doesn't throw the ball at all. Like, I don't know. Nico Collins, by the way, I'll let you answer that other one. I'm getting excited about just because they have no run game. I mean, their run game is Nick Chubb and right now, so it's just like they're probably going to be throwing the ball a whole lot. Yeah. So,
yeah, Puka. Yeah, I'm definitely nervous about the Stafford thing. Like, we'll just have to kind of wait and see, I guess. Like, it's definitely a scary situation, and we've seen it. It's not like it's his he's kind of has a history of this stuff, so not the favorite to play all season, that's for sure.
Marvin asks, is T-Law relevant in a one quarterback league? QB1 is Purdy. I mean, I don't mind waiting on quarterback this year and taking a couple guys like T-Law and Purdy, or Herbert and T-Law. There's so many of them down there. I mean, if we look down the list of like Dak, Stroud, I like Drake May, Caleb, Jordan Love. There's a lot, which makes me want to fade QB early. Yeah, he absolutely could be. He's in that giant bucket of guys. It's like, yeah, I could see him being a low-end QB1 like pretty easily. That's why I take a couple of those guys, and I just hope one of them hits, Let's go Drake London here for this team. Yeah, I'm sure it does, Garlic Bread. That's some messed up stuff. This world is a little messed up. Sometimes you look at your screen there, Brian, I would think like I'm frozen or you're frozen, or like you're very good at just not moving for like a good 30 seconds. Like,
yeah, it's because I'm looking at the upper screen too. So
yeah,
it's kind of, what is he looking at?
Yeah. Chase Brown off the board here. Let's go AJ Brown here. Although he has an injury issue as well, man. So many guys with these injury issues. It's like, what do we do? What do we do? Marvin was offered Stover and a 27 Cade Stover and a 27 third for Bateman. I feel foolish trading away Sutton and Ridley last year for the 204 and Bateman. Figured I'd even it out of a Bateman versus Ridley in age. So I was offered Stover and a 27 third for Bateman. I mean, I'd probably just keep Bateman. Like, I don't know. Is it a deeper league, Marvin? Or is it a pretty shallow, like, starting roster? Is it like this league back here and a 2 wide receiver, 2 running back, 2 flex?
And is it tight end premium too?
Yeah.
Because that would actually. Oh yeah, it could be that same league, huh? Oh, and that one said redraft, right?
Oh yeah, it did say redraft. If it's a shallow league, I'll probably just take the Stover and a third, I guess, because I don't. It's kind of one of those things. Like if you're starting Rashad Bateman, are you even winning? So.
Yeah, that's kind of where I was going to go with it too. It's like, I mean, how much more over a third are you really getting for Rashad Bateman?
Yeah.
Like you're not getting a second, most likely. And so, I mean, he's wide receiver 2 at best on his team, on the lowest pass volume team, or one of the lowest pass volume teams in the league consistently. So I don't mind taking the shot on Stover. Like it's obviously it's not exactly a blockbuster trade.
I'm gonna try and keep it. I don't. Yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like not all trades, like need to be blockbuster though. Like the nice thing about Dynasty is you can make these like little trades here and there. Like 2 years ago, I got Trey McBride as like almost a throw in on a piece, not saying Stover will ever turn into anything like that, but just kind of go with your gut, get cash out on Bateman.
So Killer Gorilla says we were sleeping, let him get Bowers there, and I have some concerns about, but I think that's kind of where Bowers should be going, and so I think that's a good value for him. I don't want to take him early to mid second. I don't mind him there. I think Jonathan Taylor falling to the 212 was a little criminal, but I'm getting a little bit worried because like I don't think when I say this, I have to preface it by saying like I do think that Brock Bowers can easily be tight end one, but not all tight end ones are equal. Not all wide receiver ones are equal. For Brock Bowers to be going early to mid second, you're kind of taking him what you're expecting, what we took Kelsey all those years. And Kelsey was giving us 17, 18, even 20 points per game in PPR. I don't think Bowers is going to do that this year. I know he was amazing last year. He averaged like 15 and a half PPR points per game. I think they're going to use Michael Mayer a lot more. This team's going to want to focus their offense around Ashton Jeanty, and Michael Mayer is a better tight end for running the ball. I'm not saying like Bowers is not good. They're going to put Bowers on the field. I just don't know if they're going to have him on the field 90% of the time or something like that, which is where you get those monster tight end seasons, is where they're playing 80, 90% of the snaps. Bowers last year, 85.1. I can easily see that be closer to 70, and that's going to hurt his numbers just a little bit. So I think he's good. I think he could be tight end one pretty easily. But I don't know if he's going to beat Kelsey tight end one here. And we'll go ahead and take Tyreek. What? Am I looking at running backs?
No, Tyreek's there.
All right, I'll take Tyreek Hill. I was on running backs there. So yeah, I'm fine with Bowers there. Tight end premium, he moves up, but I'm kind of out on taking him early to mid second. So just what they showed in the preseason, their usage, I know it's preseason, but the usage of like what they said about Michael Mayer as well a few months ago, like, and he's more of that traditional dual, blocking, receiving tight end. And this team's going to throw the ball less than they did last year. Now, better quarterback, so it could be better targets, better receptions, and all of that. So,
I'm kind of like at a crossroads here. All right, I'm just gonna go with JSN. I kind of didn't like a lot of the guys here necessarily. Not necessarily like I don't like the players, but it's like Jaden Daniels. Yeah, like that's kind of where I was leaning.
Lamar's still there.
Yeah.
Are you Jaden Daniels over Lamar?
I don't know. I don't have like a strong opinion on it. Like I think so. Like I think what Lamar did last year was, I don't want to call it like an outlier season necessarily, but because we know he's like capable of it, like as long as he's out there. But I just don't know if 45 total touchdowns is gonna come back this year. Mm-hmm. Obviously that's a big ask, and he doesn't need that to be as good as he was,
Sure. Are you nervous about Omarion Hampton now that Najee's not going to be placed on PUP or IR or whatever? So I don't know if he's going to play a lot the first couple of games because he just hasn't been practicing a whole lot, but are you kind of nervous about taking him? Because I think he was kind of getting pushed up to like mid to early second with the Najee news. Now Najee's going to be there. I felt from the moment they drafted Hampton that Najee was going to be kind of a thorn in his side for fantasy. And then the Najee injury stuff kind of happened. So that kind of led me towards, no, actually, I think they're going to be, it's going to be Hampton season. But now Najee's not going on IR or PUP. So does it worry you at all for Hampton, or is this still kind of the range you would take him?
I mean, I kind of considered him just because I haven't drafted him in any of our mocks. Like, I think he's kind of getting pushed up quite a bit, and maybe rightfully so, given the run heavy nature of the offense and everything. But yeah, he is a rookie, and they got Najee for a reason.
Mhm.
So yeah, definitely a little more nervous when we thought Najee was possibly going to miss. But I mean, they never really. That was never necessarily a thing. We're just getting so close to where we have to start looking at like, okay, well, they never said he was going to miss, but he hasn't done shit since the injury, so he might miss. So I don't know. It didn't really change it too much. I'm just not quite there yet with him.
Yeah, that's fair.
Metcalf,
by the way, I am
really fourth, huh? I like it.
Kamara go? What's wrong with me right now?
I don't know, man.
Wait, is he gone? Oh shit, he went at the 302. God damn.
Nice.
I didn't realize he went. I forgot to mark him off.
It's
just
all
late
that,
early.
All that Spencer Rattler love.
Yeah. By the way, I am kind of picking these non, these auto picks, computer teams, kind of based on more of my rankings. So I'm trying to kind of follow that, which ADP is going to be a little bit off. Like Metcalf is closer to end of fourth round and stuff like that. Mike Evans off the board for this team. Let's go. How are we feeling about Terry McLaurin now that he's got his money? We all good to not kind of keep him in this range of receivers?
I mean, shit. They definitely waited to the last minute on that one, didn't they? Like,
yeah.
I hate when that shit happens, but I mean, he is a seasoned vet. He's obviously got his timing down pretty well with Jaden.
Yep.
He's got a whole week to fucking practice. So it's like you better be getting those reps in, Terry. I don't know what wide receiver number we're at. I really wish they would add that. I know we've mentioned that so many times. Like, just add that in. I can't necessarily make a strong case for too many other receivers in front of him, but I mean, 18, we've talked about like his season. What's that?
He was wide receiver 18.
Okay. Yeah, like Adams just went, so now I can say I think I would have taken Devontae Adams before Terry. But
yeah, same tier for me. Just
Yeah, like, I mean, Terry didn't do anything different last year besides score touchdowns, and maybe he will score touchdowns, but 13's a big ask for him to be where to finish where he did last year. Catches and yardage basically the same. Like, I think it could be better for him this year with Debo there, with another guy on the field, but their run game, not that Brian Robinson was like ripping it up, but I'm just very nervous about that. And like, I think Washington is a regression candidate, like a la Houston Texans a couple years ago.
Sure. Yeah, Marvin, I'd say, like, again, let us know what kind of started. If you play in a deeper league, like our listener leagues, we do 12 teams start 12. Rashad Bateman's going to be started in that league, and he's actually going to be like a pretty good player, like a pretty good, piece there, because he was a top 40 wide receiver last year. But if you're playing in these,
to me,
yeah, I mean, he had 9 touchdowns, so 800 yards, 9 touchdowns, not a lot of catches, but
that'll do it.
So, like, if you're playing in these shallow leagues, though, like, yeah, I mean, just get what you can from a couple thirds, a third and a player, like you were saying. Yeah, I think that's totally fine there. James Conner fell a little bit from my rankings, so I'll go ahead and take him. Garlic Bread says Dynasty League 12-team PPR half-point tight end premium. Would you trade Travion Henderson for Matthew Golden and Tony Pollard? Other major RBs are Tracy B. Rob Benson. So in other words, weak. And wide receivers are Shakir Coker, Pearsall. Would you trade Travion Henderson for Golden? Man, I like Golden. I like Pollard. Travion Henderson, man, the hype on him is kind of through the roof. Like that's a player that just could shoot up even more in value. which way you going here? Travion Henderson or Golden and Pollard?
Yeah. I mean, you could definitely see Henderson or Golden's value shoot up, right?
Yeah.
Receivers are Shakir, Coker, Pearsall. Like, yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, what do you think you're getting for Pollard if he has like a solid start to the season and you're not a contender? Like, you're not. I feel like you're not getting a first for him.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, maybe 2 seconds at the most, and even that might be a stretch. It might be like, I feel like you're gonna have to throw something back, like to get a first, like something else in the deal. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess it depends on, like, I really don't know what to think about Golden. Like, I feel like he's getting pushed up quite a bit too, and like trying not to get hooked. Go ahead.
No, he listed his wide receivers as Shakir, Coker, Pearsall, and then Higgins, Ladd, and Sun God. It's like, dude, you got to flip that order. like, like I'm thinking you're here with Khalil Shakir, Jalen Coker, and Ricky Pearsall. I'm like, oh, you need to rebuild. You know?
I know. Well, I was kind of looking at it that way too until you pointed out. I didn't even read that next message. I was kind of like, well, you're turning one piece into two, but so you're starting. Okay. Yeah, Higgins, Ladd, Sun God. I don't necessarily mind it, honestly.
Which side you don't mind?
The Golden Pollard side.
Yeah, I don't mind either side. I think I lean Travion just because, like, I think he's going to be really good this year one. I'm not sure Golden will be. And just year one breakouts, like, are just so important to dynasty value. They really are. Like, first impressions, man, that's what it is. Like, first impressions in life just stick with you. And that's how it is for dynasty as well. Like, that you break out year one, people love you forever. You suck year one, like, we hate you, you know? So
we're Stroud going in startups right now.
CJ Stroud?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll look that up once I make these picks here.
Yeah. Here, I can do it. Yeah, I mean, your team's not overly strong, I would say, anyways. So maybe keeping Travion's the move, honestly. You know, like if Golden breaks out, like, and Travion doesn't, like, you can kick yourself, I guess, a little. But again, like, I just, you know, Pollard's getting up there. I mean, he's not like overly old, but he's old for a running back, you know?
Yeah.
Agreed. He's a Packers fan, so don't let that influence you.
Yeah. The thing about people are...
that's one thing Dad used to say a lot.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I don't want to draft a Raider.
Go ahead. Like, you were breaking up there, so I'm talking over you.
No, you're fine. I still might be breaking up, but let me make this pick real quick. I was just saying, people are gonna have like Packers wide receiver vibe. Like, Golden again has to kind of go a step above. If he has a 800 yard, 900 yard, 70 catch, 8 touchdown season, people are gonna be like, yeah, Jaden Reed did that. You know, he's just like, he's another Packers receiver. You know, like, he kind of has to go a step above, in my opinion. But I lean the Travion side, but Travion Henderson side, but I don't mind either one. I really don't.
All right, I think I'm like fully back now. Yeah.
Yeah, were you the one breaking up, or?
I don't really know, but I know it like kind of reloaded, and I was kind of talking over you. Like, so I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, you're good.
No, I was gonna say because you mentioned that he's also a Packers fan, so I was kind of like, oh wait, Dad always used to say, like, you got to get over that shit, you know, like you can't draft with your NFL bias necessarily. I mean, you can, but it could potentially like kick you in the ass or bite you in the ass, I guess.
For sure. Marvin, if you have any issues with League Safe, let me know. We can always set something up, just like you PayPal me or Venmo me or whatever, and I can deposit it into League Safe as well. But yeah, I have a deadline on that for Friday, so just make sure to get it in tomorrow or Friday, and then Killer Gorilla can know his draft spot. But Killer Gorilla left this. Looks like he left this mock here. So
How could he? Speaking of Pollard, I'll take
yeah,
him
that's
in the
good
middle.
value.
Yeah, I'll take him in the middle of the 6th round. Like,
Yep.
I mean, like if you look at a lot of the other guys that are left, like I felt like he was kind of at the end of a tier without actually having a tier sheet open.
Yeah, no, I was thinking about him even earlier in that round, so that's definitely good value there.
Yeah, I mean he's the last clear-cut number 1 guy on his team with an injured backup, so that's kind of a little icing on the cake.
Yeah, I mean, no, you're right. I mean, the only other one
I guess unless you count Nick Chubb.
Yeah, or I was thinking Tyrone Tracy. I don't know if he's clear, but
yeah,
at least beginning of the year he should be.
There's a few guys on there that could be for sure, and that probably will be, like Tracy or Aaron Jones, ETN even.
Yeah,
it's like they probably will be, but I just felt like he was kind of the last of a group.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a couple guys that, like, because of the news as of late, are falling. We'll talk about them when they get drafted. Aaron Jones goes there. This was Killer Gorilla's team. Yeah, okay. Kind of like in Roma Dunze a little bit here. Just the potential factor. Sleeper projects Nick Chubb for nearly 11 points week 1. I'm trying to sell so hard. Yeah, I would absolutely be selling a dynasty if I had him. I don't think I have him anywhere. But man, yeah, Mixon owner for sure. People are obviously, they've wisened up to it a little bit, but it's like there's a lot of value. Like, what bid would you like? I think about from the redraft point of view. Like, how much fab dollars are you putting in? If this happened in October and we knew Nick Chubb was the RB2 and Mixon gets hurt, like how much fab dollars are going on Mixon or on Chubb? Like half your fab at least, 50% of whatever your fab is, like at least, right? Like,
yeah, someone's gonna pay that.
But people don't think about it that way because they think, oh, like, but at that point, it's like, what's my team look like in October? It's changed completely and stuff like that. So Chris Olave off the board. Update on Chris Olave. He was playing a lot in the slot in their last preseason game. So they had Rashid Shaheed and then Brandon Cooks. I think it was Rashid Shaheed out there and Brandon Cooks. But Olave was playing in the slot, which if we're not excited about the quarterback play for them, the fact that he's going to be in the slot and he's going to get some easy targets, that's good for Chris Olave. Like, that's a little plus for him. Yeah, he did. I mean, I still think it was an okay trade. Like, it was essentially Mixon for Ibuka, right? That's what it came out to.
Yeah,
but
those,
I mean, you can't
predict the arrows moved in opposite directions.
Oh yeah. That's why you're always a little. We always talk about it. Like, you're always a little hesitant about trading for veteran running backs during the offseason. That's why I'm always a little bit. I remember Mixon 3-4 years ago. I think I was like a year early on him or something in fantasy. I was a year early on Derrick Henry. I was a year early on Nick Chubb. And Mixon, man, he had like that toe injury. And it was like, oh, he's like week to week, or maybe a couple of weeks. And he missed, like, it was like in week 6. And then he missed like the entire season, the rest of the season. So, yeah, it's tough sometimes with these injuries. Nino Pena with the Rice News. Would you trade Waddle for him straight up in redraft? Waddle for him? I would want Waddle easily.
Yeah,
over Rashee Rice.
I would too.
Yeah,
I was actually really hoping he would have gotten to me before you took him in round 6.
Yeah,
big.
so we see Waddle, yeah, round 6. Rashee Rice is not even off the board yet. Easy Waddle, Nino. So if you're getting Waddle there, like run to the board or run to the your app or whatever and trade for him. All right, let's go. What do we got here? Could use a quarterback. Man, people aren't really taking quarterbacks, huh?
There'll be a huge run in round 9.
Probably.
No, I mean, this is kind of playing out to like what we said, like we would do more or less, right? Like,
yeah,
top 5 guys stuck around until basically almost, like right around mid round 4. And then after that, we're kind of just playing the waiting game, right? I mean, it definitely doesn't help that you're drafting for half the team so far.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Marvin says, "What do you think of the build so far?" Bijan, Alvin Kamara, and then Adam Sutton, Olave Myers, and then Trey McBride. Yeah, I think Myers. I think I would have gone a little bit different direction than Myers at this point. It's not that far off, but I would have gone maybe Zay Flowers, a running back or two. There, like literally, I had a couple guys in tier 10 for me, still alive, still on the board, and then Myers is in tier 11, so it's not a huge reach, but yeah, I think it's a good build. I mean, yeah, I know, I think it's good. Olave, we'll see. Like we know he's good, so it's always like one of those things. It's like, should we just take a shot on him because we know he's good? And it's just going to kind of all like even out, or it's like, how do you balance that like shitty offense, shitty quarterback versus but we know this guy's really good. It's kind of like the DJ Moore experience there when he was in Carolina, right?
Yeah, I mean, you could take, just like he did, like Jacoby Myers and Chris Olave probably won't finish too far apart from each other, right? Like we expect the Raiders to be better because we expect the Saints to be so bad, but not a huge touchdown upside situation for either guy, and it's going to be all catches and yards, and at least Myers has some other guys to kind of take the heat off. With Amari Cooper just got there, we'll see what he looks like. But with Genty and Bowers too, we're expecting to both be good. Like, I mean, who else does the Saints have besides Shaheed? I mean, they got Kamara too, but
Juwan Johnson. Yeah, they don't have much. That's for
You'll
sure.
have 3 games in a row with a touchdown, and people will get excited again, just like every fucking year.
Yeah, he's actually not a terrible tight end, but he's one of those tweeners, which is my worry about Bowers a little bit. So he's not he doesn't do all the things you need a tight end to do. So he's not on the field enough. Let me make sure I'm going to check his, I know I'm on the clock too. 64% of the snaps. So it's like, you really need tight ends, especially unless they're extremely, extremely talented and efficient. You really need tight ends to be 70, 75 or more. That's why like Cade Otton and Cole Kmet are always like tight end ones, because they're literally just on the field all the time. So I think I'm going to take Golden here. Yeah. So Trey, Mark, you were I don't know if you remember this, Brian, but I'm pretty sure Mark, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, Mark, that you're the guy who took over an orphan team and turned it into just like a powerhouse in a year. And so I think he's talking about this team potentially, if that's who it was. So let me make a couple picks here for these players. We'll go ahead and take Addison here in the late 7th. I think that's okay. It's going to miss 3 games, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, it's important to have a guy or two like him on a team with this deep of a roster, you know,
Mm-hmm.
like those guys that can just have like that, like, oh, I wasn't expecting, 20 plus points this week from Addison. You're kind of just, you're like hoping for it.
Yeah. Yeah. Probably going to put these on auto pick now, just so we can kind of focus on the chat a little bit more.
Yeah. Actually surprised Addison didn't have any. I thought he finished a little better than he actually did last year.
What was he, top 24 or something? Top 20, like the wide receiver 22 or something like that?
It says he was 21 in PPR. I don't know. I just would have expected his yardage. Am I not reading this correctly? I don't know. I guess I was expecting some more spike weeks or something. Wait, I am definitely not reading this correctly. Okay.
Man,
all right.
How does it take here?
Yeah, we're starting to get into. So Rashee Rice finally went at the beginning of the 8th round. I was considering him.
Was an auto pick, by the way.
Yeah, I was considering him for my pick in the middle of the 7th, but in such a deep format. I mean, I guess you can kind of argue that you can absorb that a little bit more, but it was kind of like, I mean, I feel like Kelsey's they're gonna need him quite a bit to begin with. So
yeah, I don't want to take Rashee Rice and where I have to slot him in as like a top 7, 8 guy, either in my starting lineup or if you play in a deeper league, like a top 7, 8 guy. If I can get him as like, okay, he's my 9th or 10th player, or he's on first on my bench, I want him there. But like, man, 6 weeks is a long time, man. And again, you could potentially not feel comfortable starting him. Let me see if I can find out if he can practice during suspension. Let's see here. Rice, who is now prohibited from practicing with the Chiefs as well. So he can't even practice with them, man. Like that worries me a little bit about like, are they going to ease him in? Are they going to kind of ease him in the first week or so? Like, are you going to feel comfortable starting him week 7 when he comes back? Maybe you will, depending on where your team is or not, but maybe you're not. So like, you always have to factor that in. And if you're kind of saying, no, it's not a 6-game suspension, it's a 7. And then if he plays 30% of the snaps and does nothing, are you going to feel okay playing him in week 8? Like, what do you need to see in week 7, his first week back, to feel comfortable playing him the next week? So I always just think about that stuff. So.
Yeah, my pick wouldn't go through, but I ended up just pivoting and picking someone else, and it totally worked. I was getting like the swirl of death.
Oh, no.
Oh
no!
So maybe it is. I didn't plug in to the Ethernet. So,
yeah, Judkins. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Joe Mixon went at the 8:04. Are you okay with like? What about Mixon? He's out 4 games. He's out less than Rashee Rice. Like, why not Mixon earlier? If you were thinking about,
in theory, right? He's out less. Like,
yeah,
it'll be his. And I don't know, the re-injury stuff is real.
So Mark,
wait, what the hell is this? Texans general manager declined to answer, and when asked if Joe Mixon was going to play this year.
Oh, jeez.
Like it's turning into that terrible. Now. That was 8 hours ago.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, I was looking at a lot of the guys that were there. Obviously, the computer's helping us out here because, like, I mean, you can't realistically, like, you can't take more than one of these guys. Addison on the low end, only missing 3 games, but it's like him and Godwin and Mixon and Rice. It's like you don't want to like throw away the beginning of your season.
Yeah.
Like at the draft, just kind of like, oh, like I'll be a back half team. It's like if you fall into that, awesome. But I wouldn't draft that way. Like you definitely have to like pick your favorite one out of all those guys and then go with that, like be like, okay, I'm going to target, like Godwin in the 8th round or whatever, and be okay with not knowing what that's going to look like. Like shoot your shot on the depressed value for the injury or the suspension, but don't do it more than once.
Yeah. Mark is that guy who in a 16 team. Oh, it's a different league. Okay. So this is not the team in which he just like somehow in a 1 year turnaround just made it dominant. Let me make my pick here and then it'll come right back to me. But you want to go ahead and read what he's saying here?
Yeah. So he made another trade. He traded away Chubb, Swift, Waddle, Coker, and a mid 26 first for DJ Moore, Chuba Hubbard, George Pickens, Dante Thornton. So let's kind of break this down. So receivers are Waddle and Coker versus Moore and Pickens. Obviously, the Moore and Pickens side is much, much nicer. Does that first make up for it? I guess Thornton too. Like I can throw him in there, but I'm just kind of looking at it's like, yeah, Hubbard for Chubb and Swift. Like I don't mind that. Like either side of it, honestly. Oh, shit, now I'm back on the board.
Yeah, I can take over if you want. Yeah, let's say Pickens Thornton is like, I'll take Waddle Coker over Pickens and Thornton, to be honest.
I was looking at Pickens and DJ Moore.
Okay, so DJ Moore, Pickens, Thornton versus Waddle, Coker at a 26 mid first, if it really is mid. Yeah, I mean, I'd take Waddle over. I mean, Waddle and DJ Moore maybe like a wash. Coker, Thornton, kind of a wash. Pickens for a mid first, I would take. So I think I would lead the Waddle, Coker mid first for Moore, Pickens, and Thornton. Maybe slightly on the other side, if you want to say, and then we got Chubb and Swift for on top of it.
Chubb and Swift for Hubbard.
I'd go the Hubbard side.
Yeah, I mean, you'd rather have Hubbard, but I mean, Swift and Hubbard could like be really similar. Like, I don't mind either side of that necessarily. Like those two guys for Hubbard, if you need the depth, but I mean, you're taking a big shot on Chubb for sure, and Swift, honestly. Well, I mean, it's not a huge shot on Swift necessarily. So,
I mean, players who can kind of shoot up in value are Waddle, Moore, Hubbard, Pickens. So you can then make the argument that the team getting the more Hubbard Pickens has more for value, like to shoot up. Whereas Swift, like maybe it could, maybe it wouldn't. I don't know. I do lean the DJ Moore side. I don't mind either one though. I think it's a pretty even trade.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at too.
Yeah, no worries, Pete. Thanks for hopping on. Isaiah Bond. Yeah, I mean, he's definitely a stash for deeper dynasty leagues. I was not a big Isaiah Bond fan, really. Even the pre-draft process is just, I know someone said like he was injured. Maybe it was you down with fun. I think it was you because you mentioned Quinn Ewers. He had to deal with Quinn Ewers and he was injured. And that's fair because like Matthew Golden didn't have a big season in college either. You would think he would have, but he didn't. And so I'm taking my boy Marvin Mims.
I thought about drafting him just so you wouldn't.
I love Mims, man. I think he's going to be so damn good. Here. So yeah, I mean, he's a stash. I'm not super excited about Bond on the Browns. Like, I'm not excited about really anyone on the Browns besides like Dylan Sampson and Jerry Jeudy and maybe Njoku as well. So accidentally drafted Rice in my redraft league. I thought he was going to have a 3-game suspension. I'm starting Jeudy and Ridley. I like the Jeudy Ridley combo, honestly. Like, I think they're going to both be really good this year. But yeah, that's tough about Rashee Rice and banking on only a 3-gamer. How do we feel about Harvey in that backfield altogether? Sounds like how they're using Harvey is like on first and second down and not on third down, which I think we would think it was the opposite. That being said, he's still going to catch a shit ton of passes because these Broncos, Sean Payton running backs just always catch a shit ton of passes. I mean, go look at 2024 Broncos. I'll pull it up right now, but you had Javonte Williams with 52, and then McLaughlin with 24. And then in 2023, it was even more insane, I think. You had Samaje Perine with 50, Javonte Williams with 47, Jaleel McLaughlin with 31. So, like, those three guys had had over 100. So, I like Harvey a lot. I like exactly where he's going. He's kind of been floating around. Where did he go here? Here he is at the 5'11". He's kind of been floating around this range. And, yeah, I like him a lot. I like him where he's going. Go ahead.
I'm just looking up like the total targets for the team, and like I thought they like blew everyone else out of the water. 117 targets to running backs last year. Is that right? Wait, did you say
sounds right?
Wait, did you say? Were you saying catches?
I was reading catches. Yeah.
Okay. So 117. Then they weren't even number one. Oh, I guess the Dolphins were.
Percentage-wise, last year they were 21.4, which was fifth best in the NFL. Saints were number one at 26.1. Steelers, Dolphins, Bucks. 2023 they were over 30, I believe. Target share to running, 32.1.
Yeah,
probably somewhere in the middle.
And we know the Broncos aren't afraid to throw on first and second down, also. So that bodes well.
Yeah, so I'm excited. I think he's going right where he should be, in that range of guys like Swift, Montgomery, because I think he has a little bit more. Well, I don't know if I should say. I think he has more upside than Montgomery. I'm not sure if he has more upside than Swift. I think he has less risk than guys like Pacheco and Connor. So I like him right in that range a lot. That 5-6 turn. If I can get him there, I'd be really, really happy. But Garlic Bread John thinks he won't do much till the back half of the year. Same with Caleb. I don't know. I think Caleb for sure. Harvey, I think he's going to be out there from the get-go. They've been kind of using him in preseason that way. So I think he'll be out there from the get-go. We talked about that. I mean, I don't know what people are expecting from Judkins at this point. Like, I don't know if he plays this year. Like, there's nothing. He's just no news. I'm not. Yeah. If he signs tonight, I'm still erasing the first 4 weeks of the season and probably more. So, thoughts on Micah Parsons trade rumors to the Green Bay mother-loving Packers? That would be awesome for the Packers. I mean, I don't know, man. Cowboys, they seem to always pay their guys.
Yeah, but like a day before the day before the deadline.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, sure, I'd love it for the Packers. I mean, I don't have anything against the Packers personally, so I'm fine with it. But that would be fun. That would really push that team into contender, like legit contender. So, would you drop Bateman for Woody Marks in redraft? Yeah, unless you play in a very deep league. I don't know how you feeling about that in redraft.
Oh, I was looking at it as like drop him down to that level and not actually drop him. I mean, you're probably fine to do that. Like, take a shot on maybe Woody will be the dude behind Chubb.
I mean, again, if you're playing in,
go ahead.
Yeah, you're right. On the Texans, if you're playing in any shallow leagues, like Bateman shouldn't be starting. If you're starting him, you're losing. So if you're playing in the leagues we play in, where we play in like start 10, 11, 12, then Bateman over Woody Marks. But if you're in a shallow league, then yeah, take a shot on Woody Marks for the first couple of weeks. So Coker and Thornton as a wash, even with the Thielen trade. Yeah, you're probably right. I think I would have Coker a little bit higher. But I don't really think either one of them are going to be much. So, unless you play in deeper leagues. So,
I mean, yeah, like I don't know. Like there's a muddy playing field there in Carolina, right? Like, do we think Coker's the absolute like number one or number two guy behind Tet? Like, I don't really know. You obviously got Chuba there, you got Leggett there. So I don't really know what to think, honestly.
Yeah.
But as far as roles goes, is that what you think, Mike? That Coker's going to slot right into where
Probably
Thielen played and be that little safety blanket?
Yeah, probably. He probably does. Maybe Tet. Tet. I know people view him as like an outside guy. He actually, when he played in the slot, which is where like Thielen was playing a lot, when he played in the slot, it wasn't a lot, but when he did, he kind of dominated. And so I wonder if they kind of move him around in the slot a lot more too. So I don't know. Again, deeper leagues is definitely Coker. Thornton has some value in the sense of like he's already playing with the ones as a fourth round pick or something. So people are pretty excited about that. So there's some hype around him.
Yeah,
Coker's always going to have the stain of a drafted or whatever he was, 7th round pick or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, and Coker did like have a decent pace for the 11 games that he actually played in last year. So not terrible. Like he ended up with 478 yards in 11 games, so nothing eye popping, but to eclipse that 600 yard mark for a rookie is like, oh, there's like something there. Like at least they're getting on the field and earning some playing time and stuff.
Yeah. At this point, I rate my trades based on how hard it would be for you to rate them. Yeah, you did send me that crazy Genty one there. I had to go back. I don't know. Remember if you were on that or not, Brian, if that was Sunday. But yeah, it was like a back and forth between there. I'll pretend I picked Stroud instead of Downs. Where are you at? I like Josh. Did you pick Josh Jones? Yeah. Oh, you got Pittman and Downs. I like Downs, though. I mean, I know he has some injury stuff. Yeah, Russell Wilson, you'll like it.
I was going to say this is the time to make mistakes. That's what mock drafting's for.
Absolutely. Offer Jacoby Myers and Coker for Corey Krosky-Merritt and Kyren Williams. Should I take it?
No.
Really, Judy. Jacoby Myers and Coker for. I mean, you're saying no because you want the Kyren side.
Yeah, I wouldn't even trade Kyren for both those guys, like straight up. Yeah. Like, how is that even close?
Yeah, whatever side. I always have a hard time understanding which side you're getting when people write messages. So I always just say, I want the Kyren JCM side very, very, very like smash or deny, smash accept or smash decline.
Whatever. Yeah, that's a pro Catan tip for you guys too, because we always had that trouble. Like, do you want to trade 2 bricks for 2 sheep? And you say yes, and you think you're getting the bricks, and then someone passes you 2 sheep, and then you're pissed, and you're like, wait a second. Say what you're offering.
Yeah, so I that's why I always say it's easy Kyren JCM side there. Doesn't even matter what your running backs are, to be honest.
So he is Kyren. So no, you start off 4 of those guys if you can. Hubbard, Chase Brown, Kyren, and Bijan. Like, you got to get a better offer than that. Yeah. Oh, it's a redraft team.
Doesn't matter.
Still no, but
it is a little closer. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, easily Kyren's way over Jacoby and like JCM at this point, way over Coker. I'm pretty worried about Tyreek in my wide receiver room altogether to improve it. Advice to improve it. Where are you at, Nino? You have Jamar, Tyreek, Diggs, Downs, Bateman, McBride, Kyle Williams. Oh, it's Kyle Williams.
Oh, well, that changes things.
Yeah, that definitely changes it. Kyle Williams and JCM for Jacoby Myers and Coker. It's actually pretty even. I mean, in a redraft team, it's probably Myers and Coker, but I'd feel more confident. Like, I feel more confident saying if which side I had to choose for both of them to be fantasy relevant in redraft this year, I would choose the JCM Kyle Williams side. But Jacoby Myers is definitely the best piece there in that trade.
Yeah. And plus, when are you starting JCM if you have Bijan, Kyron, Hubbard, and Chase? I'm assuming that's Chase Brown because he's listed with running backs.
True.
So, yeah, when are you even starting him?
Yeah. Take Myers.
And the Coker breakout.
So yeah, Nino, your wide receiver room, you're worried about it. Jamar, Reek, Diggs, Downs, is it, are you're in redraft, right? You're talking about. I'm not going to worry too much right now, like, because Tyreek's one of those players where, like, you're drafting him where you're drafting him because he could be better than Jamar Chase this year. And so, like, you could have, like, the wide receiver 1 and 2. Now, in 3-4 weeks, that could all change, right? But I would like to think, like, Diggs is still going to be something. I mean, you don't really have much to trade, I would say. I mean, if you want to trade, I think tight ends are a little overvalued in non-tight end premium. So if you want to trade McBride for, like, a stud piece, maybe that's the way to go if you're not feeling super comfortable, and then just go and pick up a Hunter Henry, Dallas Goedert, and a Zach Ertz. Maybe look to trade McBride. Trade Trey McBride. I think that's the only way you can really go right now because you're not super deep at any other position, really. I don't know. How are you feeling about his receivers? Jamar Chase, Tyreek, Diggs, Downs, and Bateman.
I mean, he says 12 man. I'm assuming if it's only start 2, I like it. If it's start 3, then I'm worried. But yeah, I mean, you could wait to see, if you get like if Etienne's the starter to begin the season, like maybe you can get like him. Like you can trade him and one of your receivers. I'm just trying to think. Like, I'm not huge on Josh Downs or Bateman this year, or just in general. I don't know. I feel like I'm going to eat crow on the Downs thing. Like, I feel like I'm missing something.
I think it's just like people know he's good and it's the offense that's holding him back, and just like, his rookie year was good. I know he's still on that offense. But I mean, you look at his season last year, he missed 3 games, put up 800 yards with a shitty offense, right? He averaged 57.4 yards per game, which is almost 1,000-yard pace. He averaged 5 catches a game. So, I mean, if you're talking about getting an 85 catch, 1,000-yard receiver, that's startable in PPR.
Yeah, and you're getting him down in the 10th round, so that's where he went here, so I get it.
I agree with you though. I mean, can you go out and get like my sleeper / love of the year, Marvin Mims? Can you get like a trade for like a Marvin Mims? Because I think he could be kind of more of a difference maker. Yeah, I mean, again, like I think you're fine, even in a start 3 wide receiver. I think you're fine for like the month of December or September. because I don't think you're going to move away from Tyreek over the first. You're gonna keep starting the guy for the first 3-4 weeks. So he's in one of your starting roster. Jamara and Tyreek are in your starting roster for the next month because like that's how we play fantasy, right? It's hard to go away from these guys. And then Diggs, I think, is going to be fine for the first month, and we'll see what happens later on. So, and then you kind of reevaluate. There's going to be a waiver wire guy. There's going to be a sleeper that comes up, a trade you can make. If you're going to trade anyone, though, I think it's McBride. I think he's the one to trade, personally.
Yeah, and so he put his format down at the bottom. I don't know if you saw that. It is 2-2-2. Mm-hmm. So you're in a good position. You start CMC, Pacheco, Harvey, right there.
CMC, Pacheco, Harvey.
Yeah, so that's one of your flex, and you start Tyreek, Jamar, and then one of your other favorite guys out of those three, and that's your starting lineup.
Maybe Ollie Gordon for the first couple of weeks if Achane doesn't come back. Like, starting running back for the Dolphins for 2 weeks, 1 week, who knows? ETN, I think, is a sleeper here. Like, if ETN is good, then you're starting 4 running backs every week, So
yeah, he should catch some passes, and we're pumping up the Jags offense anyways, like Lawrence he's not quite getting like a huge bump, but people are kind of like marking him in as a sleeper, like it's like, oh, he could finally break out. I know we've been saying that since he got drafted and stuff, but
yeah.
So, rising tide races all ships kind of a thing. Mm-hmm. Like ETN should be good if the offense is just moving better in general.
Yeah, I mean, there's some guys to stash, maybe like Isaac Tesla. Now that they traded Tim Patrick, that could be a sign of like, hey, we think Isaac Tesla is legit. Torrey Horton, they got rid of MVS. So that probably means Torrey Horton for Seattle is going to be he's going to be playing 60-70% of the snaps. I think you're fine for now. I think you're fine. And I would kind of reevaluate in a couple of weeks. So, walking outside with toilet paper on your shoe. Yeah, we got you, Marvin. We got you though. It made a lot more sense that it was Kyle Williams and not Kyren. So
yeah, that one didn't even occur to me. Like there is another K Williams.
I know he's not quite there yet, right? Like Kyle Williams.
Yeah,
especially in redraft talk. So, would you drop tight end hits for Dylan Sampson? Probably. Who's your tight end one is one question, but I probably would, just because you're gonna find someone other tight end to stream later on. I think Sampson could be. They were literally 50-50 in their last preseason game, Jerome Ford and Sampson. You have Kittle. Yeah, you're not going to be starting Pitts over Kittle anytime soon. So, or ever. Dylan Sampson and Jerome Ford were literally like 50-50. It wasn't like third down to Ford and goal line to Sampson. It was like, all right, you get a few snaps, you get a few snaps, which maybe is better. I don't know. So, Mims over Bateman, absolutely. Nino. I'm Mims over Bateman. I think the upside is in Mims' favor. Malik Washington. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Go ahead, Brian.
I was going to say just especially in, I guess all formats. I was going to say especially in like PPR or something, but maybe not necessarily.
They're both kind of like similar. I just think Mims has more upside.
That's kind of what I was thinking, yeah.
Yeah. And Malik Washington, yeah. I mean, for the Dolphins, he's definitely someone to he could be getting a little bit of a run. He's listed as their wide receiver 3 over Nick Westbrook-Ikhine. So if Tyreek Hill is a little bit injured, like Malik Washington could play a big role, and he kind of came on the end of last year a little bit. You look at his last 4 games or whatever. They were actually pretty good. So. He had here's his 17-game pace based on his last 4 weeks. 70 catches, 700 yards, 0 touchdowns. Never mind. It was 10 and a half yards per reception. Anyways, as a rookie, he showed something. So, but we are taking off. We'll probably be live again, maybe Sunday night, doing another mock, definitely next Wednesday, and then every single day during the NFL season. So, appreciate everyone. And any last words?
Nope. I'm hungry. Dinner.
Yeah, me too. See you guys soon.
All right.